Flood dreams are often predictive dreams that will change your future significantly. Your life may change all at once. It doesn't just mean that your future will be worse, it may be a changing change. For those who are happy now, the dream of flooding is not a very good dream, and for those who are in a bad environment, it is a good dream because flooding can change your environment. Flood dreams are a symbol of warning that imply unexpected sudden changes in the environment, such as catastrophes and restructurings. Floods imply change. When you flood in your dreams, it means that the environment and the current situation surrounding you are changing in a hurry. If you dream of seeing the flood on a hill, or if you run away from the flood, it's a sign of a turnaround in your situation. When a flood strikes, everything is washed away, which is a bad dream for those who are currently in trouble. For those who want to redo everything, the flood dream is a good dream that means restart. If you're sluggish all the time, your flood dream is a dream that reflects your desire to change everything. A flood dream is a dream that predicts that your surroundings will change, so it is important to deal calmly with it. If you dream of a flood, think about how you dealt with it, and if your response to the flood is not good, you should live with the mindset of responding firmly in the real world. I will. Freud of dream research explained that dreams are seen for the purpose of stabilizing the mental state. Seeing the flood in your dreams reflects your spirit. Flood dreams are not good dreams for those who are swept away and have trouble living. Isn't your daily life now being swept away by great power and not reflecting your will? It's a good idea to be aware of the stress and think that it's a rest period for a while. Flood dreams imply that you will lose everything in an instant. However, if you are financially cornered or in trouble at work, it means returning everything to nothing and starting again. It is also a suggestion that your worries will disappear or your sense of well-being will disappear. The dream of running away from the flood is a good sign. Think about how you dealt with the flood in your dreams and you'll see what the flood dreams meant. It is an implication that bad changes will occur when those who are satisfied now dream of a flood. On the other hand, people who are unlucky lately or who are in a bad situation now dream of a disaster such as a flood is a sign that the situation will improve. The changes that occur to you after dreaming of a flood are changes in your environment. It's okay for you to calm down and deal with it, as your surroundings are just rushing or changing. It represents the changes and turning points in your life. Flooding and swimming away indicate that you are not ready to respond to changes in the status quo and that you are still at a loss. Looking at the houses and people being swept away by the floods shows that they are still on the sidelines and that the situation surrounding you is busy. It's a dream you have when your environment and climate change drastically, and when the circumstances surrounding you change easily. Don't worry too much, as it often expresses the severity of changes in the environment and surroundings. In your dreams, if you calmly escape from the flood, it implies that you will be successful in dealing with any major changes in the real world. Please refer to how you responded to the flood in this way. The meaning of the dream of a system that is washed away with water like a dream of a flood means that it will change your life. It will work if you are prepared for something to change for a while and are prepared to deal with it. When you are standing at the beach, tremendous high waves are coming toward you. They try to escape to the hills, but the floods come at a tremendous speed. You get caught up in the waves and roll around, losing direction. I managed to swim, reach the beach, gasp, and watch the waves pull far away. I also have a dream that high waves are just standing near the shore. When you dream of a flood, you are thinking about your emotional movements. Water is as fluid as emotions and unpredictable. Floods represent an overwhelming swell of emotions that swept away real life. Floods are caused by earthquakes, but similarly great emotional swells are caused by major changes such as earthquakes in your important relationships. This big change threatens every part of your life and swallows you. At first you will strive to survive the emotional mayhem. Get away from that situation and try to look at things calmly. But you may get caught up in the constant waves of uncontrollable emotions. And it's completely disoriented, depressed and dizzy. From time to time, you'll be dragged into the situation, but you'll manage to get through the turmoil and reach a stable sensation. Even if you're exhausted and depressed, you know that this emotional turmoil will eventually pull in like a wave and disappear far away. About what you should do after dreaming of a flood. This dream shows that you are going through a period of great change and are worried about being swallowed by your emotions. This situation is probably not something you can manage. So instead of trying to stop it, you will have to accept it. Stay away from emotional turmoil and look at your situation objectively. You may be resisting this change, but you know deeply that it is inevitable. Water, like humans, has its own rhythm and flow. From experience, we know that our emotions are astonishingly powerful as water and have a profound effect on every part of our lives. The more you become aware of your mood and rhythm, the more you will find that you cannot suppress your emotions and hope that you can influence them. The results of the dream diagnosis will differ depending on how you dealt with the flooding dreams. The flood in your dreams is a trouble for you. If you are caught in a flood in your dreams, you should be prepared for some troubles and be prepared to deal with them. Flood dreams of dirty water and mixed would imply that the person you believe in is the most unreliable person. You may believe in someone who would be ridiculous, such as saying something good with your mouth, but opening the lid was all a lie. At this rate, it will affect other important relationships. Look back to see if anyone can think of it. On the contrary, the dream of a flood of clean water shows that profits are coming. You will earn more than you expected from your work and hobbies. The bigger the flood, the stronger the meaning. Life